Please open your mic. Madam.
Thank you. Egypt has always been the center of the region in terms of peacemaking, and as the Philippine ambassador, as the forthcoming Philippine ambassador to Egypt, I plan to of course, support all efforts for the humanitarian relief of the Palestinian people and the other people affected by conflicts. During my first posting, we were free to come and go in Sudan. Unfortunately, after the April 2023 conflict, that has not been the case. Our Filipinos there have been repatriated, and most of them are now out of that country, and our honorary consul there is no longer based there. But of course, we will continue to serve as the listening post in the region, and Egypt is strategically placed, strategically positioned for that endeavor.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. So the Philippine Embassy in that particular region is safe. Hindi naman hindi natin nilalagay sa alanganin ng ating mga empleyado sa embahada.
Opo. Right now, ang alert level po natin is alert level 1. So there are no impending conflicts that we know of.
Would you have any idea of how many Filipinos have been repatriated already from Sudan and are back already in the Philippines?
Based on the information that I got, around 890 have been repatriated since then. I received information that there remains some 70, but they are there is at present no information as to their whereabouts. But should I be confirmed, we will commit to find out through our contacts there where they are.
In May 2025, Egypt granted market access for Philippine durian exports. At that same time, humingi rin po sila sa atin na buksan natin ang market para sa sibuyas, garlic, potatoes, and grapes. How is it performing? Kamusta naman po yung ating economic ties in terms of providing these particular products? And have you coordinated with the Department of Agriculture in order to promote our products to Egypt?
That would be, sorry. That will be the first order of business when I assume, Madam. And I'm very glad to see that our durian products have are gaining market access in Cairo. When I was first posted there, there were hardly any Filipino products in Egypt. So with the passing of the years, I'm glad that the access for our agricultural products are beginning to be opened up.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. Hopefully, you would be an instrument to make sure that our products are well promoted in that particular area. Thank you very much, Madam Ambassador. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank
Have
you.
my support.
Thank you, Congresswoman Lani. Before that, we'd like to recognize our Senator, Senator Manuel Lito Lapid. Thank you for attending. As Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Foreign Affairs. Are there any other members who would like to? Madam Senator Amy Marcos, please.
Yes, I'd just like to manifest my support from a fellow Northerner like yourself and Congressman Gico and the rest who are here. I'm aware that the middle name is Kawili, which is very familiar to all of us. And I also understand from your colleagues that you led very successfully the COVID response of the department and its members all throughout the world during that difficult time. So congratulations, and we look forward to your continued exemplary service.
Maraming salamat po, Madam Senator.
Thank you, Madam Senator Amy Marcos. Are there any other?
Yes,
Yes, Congressman Eddie Plaza is hereby recognized.
I would just like to congratulate and manifest my support because way back November of 2022, when I started my journey in regarding soil health, your people in Sydney provided us all the necessary logistics and so on and so forth. So that was the start of my journey, together with our chairman in agriculture in the House of Representatives, Congressman Mark Enverga. And we were taken care of, really. I would like to thank, and you have my support with regards to you being an ambassador of Egypt. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you,
Thank you very much, sir.
Congressman Plaza. Thank you. Congressman Marcoleta is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Senator Marcoleta, hereby kasama po kasi namin last Congress si Congressman and now Senator Rodante Marcoleta.
Madam Ambassador, you are being placed to Egypt, a country which is between two conflicting zones, Sudan and Gaza. Is it because you had a previous experience, like when you were assigned in Libya, you were able to transport or evacuate some 2,000 distressed Filipinos to a safe place? Am I correct?
Thank you for your question, Your Honor. I was actually assigned in Greece, and from there we helped in the repatriation efforts of Filipinos in Libya through Crete. So our embassy secured the services of a vessel to transport some 2,000 nationals in two batches from Misrata and Benghazi through the island of Crete. And this was done through coordination with the Greek authorities, Your Honor.
And it would seem that is providential, that experience served as providential because you are now being placed in Egypt, which is also a place where potential conflicts might use Egypt as a transport route for our overseas Filipino workers. I would suppose that, Madam.
Your Honor, Egypt, the Philippine Embassy in Egypt has always been supportive of efforts to repatriate our distressed nationals through the border, through the Rafah border, and we hope to continue to do that. The embassy has a very good contingency plan, and that is what will help us prepare in the event that that situation.
Do you have the number of Filipino migrant workers still living in or working in Sudan and Gaza, and the potential opportunity of transporting them to Egypt, if ever?
In Sudan, it is said that there are around 70, but currently the embassy has no knowledge on where they are because most of them have been repatriated after the 2023 conflict. As to those in Gaza, I don't have the numbers on that, sir. But as for Filipinos in Egypt, there are currently 2,300 now present.
What is the capital of Sudan? Khartoum.
Khartoum, sir. And I've had the privilege to visit Khartoum during a consular outreach mission way back in my first posting.
Madam Ambassador, meron na pong bagong batas yata ang Ehipto, yung New Labor Law number 14, 2025, which took effect on September 1, 2025. Ito po yata ay hindi kino-cover yung domestic or household workers. Meron po ba tayong mga domestic workers sa Egypt?
In fact, karamihan po ng ating mga Pilipino na nandoon ay mga household service workers, but unfortunately they are irregular. They often they come from areas where they are allowed to work as domestics and are brought to Egypt by their sponsors. So when they reach Egypt, they become irregular. So
With the new law, Madam, walang ini-issue work permits and work visas para sa household workers. It might be a potential problem for household workers in Egypt. How do you propose to solve this or anticipate potential problems that might arise from this?
Actually, right now, ang embassy po natin ay hindi nagkukulang sa pagpapaalam sa ating mga Pilipino na bagamat meron ng bagong batas, hindi po talaga sakop ang mga household service workers. At sa aming assistance to nationals pillar, tayo po ay patuloy pa rin nating binibigyan sila ng protection kahit na under Egyptian law, wala po silang protection sa batas. So, kung naroon na po tayo susubukan po nating makipag-usap sa mga Egyptian authorities para kung paano maibsan yung mga ang sitwasyon ng ating mga household service workers.
Susubukan pa lang, Madam.
Opo.
Kasi yun pong bagong batas na yan ay palagay ko nakasulat pa sa Arabic, hindi ba? It should have been translated to language, sa ating language, kasi lalong-lalo na po yung ating mga kababayan nagtatrabaho dyan, household workers, hindi naman nila kabisado po yung batas kung hindi naman nakalimbag sa ating wika. Pangalawa, kung wala naman pong kakatulong ng mga legal staff ninyo, baka mahirapan po sila na tingnan yung kontrata, lalong-lalo na po dun sa mga panig ng ating household workers. This is where you should be able to assist more in being able to coordinate with the Labor Department of Egypt, Madam. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Marcoleta. Are there any other members wish to say anything? There being none, I'd like to excuse our good ambassador, Amikuri, to please go back, and then we will call the next nominee, Ambassador Myla Grace Makahalig. Please. Ma'am, you have the floor. You can have your opening statement.
Good morning to the distinguished members of the Commission on Appointments. I am Myla Grace Rahenia Makahilig. I have been with the Department of Foreign Affairs for 27 years, and I'm currently serving as the Philippine Ambassador to the Holy See. As a career DFA Foreign Service Officer, I have had served as a junior officer at our embassy in Wellington, New Zealand from 2002 until 2008, and at the Philippine Embassy in London, the United Kingdom, from 2012 until 2018. I am deeply humbled and greatly privileged to come before this highly esteemed commission, presenting myself as the nominee for the position of Philippine Ambassador to the Republic of South Africa, along with the 9 countries under its jurisdiction. As the commission considers my nomination, I hope that I will be able to carry on the performance done by my highly esteemed predecessors who have greatly devoted and committed to improving relations in those 10 countries in the South African region. As I take up this responsibility, if favorably considered, I will be guided by the 3 pillars of Philippine foreign policy, namely the preservation and enhancement of national security, promotion of economic security, and the protection of the rights and promoting the welfare of our kababayans. As ambassador to South Africa and to its other jurisdictions, I intend to build on the good work of the dedicated heads of posts who have preceded me, including our Ambassador Noraline Baha, who is also under consideration for her new assignment. As the Philippines continues its efforts for national development, I also see big opportunity in strengthening its relations and cooperation with the countries under South Africa, Pretoria PE's jurisdiction, where there is potential in areas such as information and technical exchange, security cooperation, cultural exchange, and tourism promotion. All in all, we hope that the South-South relations will be greatly developed as the years come. Thank you very much, Your Honors.
Thank you, Ambassador. We now open the floor for legal questions. Senator Marcos, I think you were.
Okay. No, I just noticed you have 3 master's degrees in agriculture and rural development. And with previous Secretary Manalo's pivot or focus on Africa, I noticed that you didn't mention agriculture at all. And in fact, what you mentioned was IT, security, and cultural exchanges. Are there no opportunities in the African continent for agriculture?
I was thinking more along the lines of technology transfer, which will also encompass agricultural opportunities, Madam.
I think there are certain areas in Africa that are actually ahead of the Philippines in IT, so it would be presumptuous to assume that we can actually teach them all sorts of things. Is there no area where your previous specialty with 3 master's degrees in agriculture and rural development would be useful?
Ma'am, in particular, I would be expecting like Madagascar, which is, I know several Filipinos have been there to work on the aquaculture industry. So that's one area that we could.
That's right.
look
I
at.
noticed you have a fisheries background. I also understand that in Jensen, some of our young farmers have started planting Madagascar's vanilla. Which is a very high value crop and which flourishes and is exported by Madagascar throughout the world. So I was hoping that you would bring to fore that previous expertise.
Thank you very much, Madam. I would hope that with once assuming post, there will be great opportunities to really explore options that could be had in terms of which particular areas we could have partnerships and collaborations on, and certainly information exchange and including technology exchange between the two. Between the countries that the Pretoria PE would cover will also be helpful.
Madam Marcos? Thank you very much. We now proceed to Congresswoman Lani Mercado Revilla.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good morning, Ambassador. I was just curious, how come your background is in agriculture, but you pursued a career in foreign service? And I would just like to take note, you were commended for your sterling leadership that enabled the Office of Financial Management to earn the Global Implementer Award for executing and utilizing the electronic enhanced new government accounting system and electronic budget system in the DFA. I think this is the first time DFA has been recognized for a national award. It's an interesting shift from agriculture to foreign service.
Thank you very much for the question, ma'am. First off, the idea of the Department of Foreign Affairs as just being solely composed of people with foreign service backgrounds is not true. I'm glad to say that our Philippine Foreign Service is a multidisciplinary corps. So we have people like myself, probably not classically trained as a diplomat, not having a law degree or an economics degree, but we have people who are in agriculture or have completed academic degrees in agriculture. Some have veterinary science background. So you get different sort of academic preparations and different experiences at work that will only enhance the capacity of the Department of Foreign Affairs to respond to the needs of the communities that it will serve abroad. Insofar as the other shifts in my career, I started off primarily with the Office of Financial Management Services, pretty much for all my assignment in the home office. being assigned there was largely because I had worked with the Land Bank of the Philippines as a loans officer for 8 years prior to joining the Philippine Foreign Service.
May banking background ka rin pa. Well, anyway, Ambassador, I understand that China has invested so much in one of your areas, which is Namibia. And its investment has grown significantly, including in the sectors like mining, renewable energy. I understand they have a 100 megawatt solar power plant in Namibia. Paano ito makaka-apekto sa policy decisions nyo, economic priorities, and the regulatory environment in that particular area? And based sa inyong experience, what considerations should guide the Philippines in engaging with similar investments to protect our national and economic interests?
Thank you for the question again, ma'am. Basically, you can probably not go head to head with countries or corporations that have substantial capital capacity. But certainly, Namibia, for example, you have a small number of Filipinos there. But most of the Filipinos in Namibia and in the South African regions are professionals. So there's some with engineering background. So we can probably leverage on technical capacity rather than a direct competition in terms of capital investments.
Ambassador, South Africa. South Africa is the largest trading partner of the Philippines in Africa. What are the products that we are trading off with South Africa? And if there are, how can we promote this more, or probably engage in other types of business with South Africa?
In terms of the trade going into Africa from the Philippines, it's mostly electronic components as well. But if we look at, say, eventually labor as a source of potential collaboration, then that's one area, because there's a growing number of people who work in the professional services, managers and the like. So something that can be enhanced eventually as a source of livelihood for the Filipino community in the area.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. I have no further questions.
Thank you, Congresswoman Lani Revilla Mercado. Revilla, our chairperson, Honorable Guico from the House, is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, and also to my distinguished colleagues. I have no question, but only manifestation of support for the confirmation of the ad interim appointments of the 5 DFE officials. I fully support the nomination of 5 officials in the Department of Foreign Affairs. All nominees have demonstrated exceptional confidence, professionalism, and loyalty in the service of our country, embodying the highest ideals of the Philippine Foreign Service. Their experience and dedication assure the continued advancement of our diplomatic interests and the protection of our nationals abroad. In view of their proven qualifications and record of integrity, I join my colleagues in endorsing their nomination.
Thank you, Chairman Guico. Before that, I think we still have 2 more nominees to, and of course, we have other questions. We note your manifestation of support and would like to recognize Congressman Eddie Bong Plaza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, Madam Ambassador, I have no question, Mr. Chair. But I would like to ask for a request from our ambassador to be, and you have my full support with regards to, because I'm very much interested in agriculture, most especially in soil health problems in our country. And can you be of help in giving us scientists, Filipino scientists who are based in Africa that is into cacao and coffee production? Because again, it's my advocacy right now in Congress, so that we will be able to maybe ask help from them, or since we have a program in DOST, which is a Balik Scientist program, they might have the patriotic heart to come back and really help our fellow farmers, especially in the upland areas and even in lowland areas, specifically with the coffee and cacao production, because I believe Africa is also producing cacao and coffee. So I hope my office will get in touch with your office if you're already based in South Africa, so that you can help me out how I can encourage and really bring back the scientists that would be of help in really for the production of different kinds of crops in the Philippines. So we'll be able to vigorously, mapabuhay natin yung ating agriculture, in which we are already left behind for a simple fact na nakalimutan natin lahat ang tungkol sa basic, which is the soil. And are you agreeable to that the main issue with our agriculture is the soil problem in the Philippines?